All right, it's that time, bro. Artist Spotlight. Who have we got this week?
So this week we are putting the spotlight on Dave.
Ooh, can't have like too many knee-jerk reactions.
Personally, I feel like a lot of people were quick to speak on it.
One of the better UK rap albums.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
period.
I don't want to get excited. Full time. All right, back again.
Yo.
We're here. Let's get to it, man. This where we starting. What we doing? Vinyl of the week?
Of course, Vinyl of the week. I see you got it ready in your lap.
It's my turn. So let's get straight to it. We're going Sango, North, Volume 2, compilation album. Obviously, I've been mentioning Sango
A fair bit.
a fair bit, maybe a bit too much. So I thought, you know what, let me get the vinyl album in now, and then give it space. I'll space it out a bit. I'll try not to talk too much on Sango. It's not going to be a Sango podcast, but yeah. So, Volume 2, his latest album was from 2024. We got some good features in here. We got Early Mac, Bryson Tiller, Xavier Omar, like Gold Link. Let's continue. So it's good. It was one of my favorite albums from that year, 100%. Yes, I've used favorite already. It's already happened. But you already know Sango's my guy. Sango's my guy. So here's the album. If you look on the inside, we've got a bit of a spread. This one's a bit more funky. So I've gone for
I like it.
And I decided to choose a record that I've actually bought because you've been ripping into me about using my dad's old stuff. So I've gone for something
maybe
new.
you can put him on with this one.
Yeah. So it's got a little spread of like family pictures and stuff like that, which is cool. You've got a little back bit here. It's got a little glimpse of, I think that's his kid there. This little, maybe that's him actually, at the back. And yeah, we've actually got a colourful one as well.
Ooh, okay. I'm excited. I was thinking, surely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's looking super colourful.
So let me open this out, get out the rice paper and that. So look, there we go, bro. There we go.
Nah, this is clean.
This is good, bro. This is it.
What are you saying? Marbled orange?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're going for, man. So,
I really like it.
So I'm here for it. So what are we saying? What are you thinking?
This is a solid choice. Even just looking at the aesthetic of it, I'm very much into it. And there's clearly thought and effort been put into just the whole creative. Sorry, you may not know the answer to this. That's fine if you don't. But on the front, it looks like we've got like...
Yeah, I warned you to not ask me questions.
No. Not the
Before
image.
we start recording, I warned you, like, don't ask me too many questions about the visuals because I don't know. But yeah. So we've got like...
so in the top left, the blueprint. Yeah,
we've got like a little schematic of what seems to be like a pilot
cockpit control thing.
Yeah. But I'm not really too sure. I'm not sure.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, of course you can. I'm not really sure what the relevance is and stuff. But yeah, Sango's one of my guys. And yeah, I just needed to get it on the pod so we can have it there for the whole episode. Yeah, he had a really good 2024 actually. We saw him live that year as well, I believe, in Crystal Palace. He did a set as well, didn't he? For Use of Days.
On that festival.
Yeah, Use of Days, Summer Days. He was there because obviously he does DJ sets as well. And he's just a vibe, bro. He's a vibe. Production's like very different. I've been on him since like K-Tronada because he did like remixes of K-Tronada stuff as well at the time back in the day. He's collaborated with a lot of artists that we've mentioned so far as well. So he's just the guy. He's the guy. I like that he does like Brazilian stuff sometimes as well, which is cool. Yeah. That's it, man. That's my vinyl of the week. I'm pretty happy about it. I don't want to go too much into it. I can talk about Sango all day, but we're going to keep it brief. He's just the guy with colourful vinyl and that.
I'm here for it. Great selection.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. I would like to do some research on this and figure out if there's meanings behind it all.
Yeah, maybe I'll come back with some tidbits on a later episode or something, or we'll post it on social media or something when we talk about it.
Oh, well, solid choice, great addition to our Vinyl of the Week collection.
Thank you. Let's go. So what have you been saying anyways? What were we saying? It's been a while since we've recorded and that.
Has been a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I went to a birthday party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
doing our birthdays. and that.
Big milestone.
Yeah. What were we saying?
First birthday
Oh,
party.
first?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
that's
one. Big one.
Opposite way. I was thought it was me at 30 or something like that.
No.
First.
This is one of the two at this point in life. And it's like man doing 30th or people having kids and stuff.
Big numero uno. No. I had a birthday celebration yesterday as well, actually.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you celebrated your own
No.
birthday. Belatedly.
I went out and celebrated.
Okay, right.
Birthday, but
What was you
It was
doing?
the 30th. It was the 30th.
Oh, right. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. That's what I thought. You had a 30th as well. No, I had the 30th. Had to go out to like a bar, and it was like the music was like let's say it was very vanilla. Let's say.
Oh yeah. Nice.
The energy that it was when I was as soon as I entered, they were playing like Sweet Caroline and stuff.
Oh
like
gosh.
that.
What time you entering? When you entering?
Like,
3 in the morning.
It was like 5:30, bro. It was
Goodness
like
me.
5:30, and yeah, they was like playing like a bit like old disco tunes, like "I Will Survive" and ABBA and all that.
That's right up your street.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't doing a 2-step. I would say that I wasn't. I wasn't on the dance floor. I was more just watching people enjoy.
Were people on the
stuff.
dance floor? Is that
Yeah,
the vibe?
people enjoy it. It's a thing. Like people, they love that type of stuff, innit?
Oh,
So,
no, I know. Trust me. I know.
it was an interesting watch. A lot of
Interesting watch.
the people that enjoyed it, they're not like the most fluid in movement, I would say, innit? So they're a bit.
This is a masterclass in diplomacy.
they're
Hella stiff. Cool. Yeah.
yeah, just a bit stiff, a bit challenging movements a little bit, you know. So, but they were enjoying it, man. They were. Yeah.
How does one dance to like Sweet Caroline and that? Just hands in the air.
Hands in the air, do
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that,
that's
you
nice.
know. I don't want to hear Sweet Caroline unless it's a tournament season, isn't it? That's the only time I'm
Yeah,
like,
it only comes
okay.
alive when like England have flipping
Yeah,
players.
all right, World Cup in the summer, let's come together. All right. Yeah. Sweet Caroline and that. But other than that, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
gonna
needs
lie.
to stay away.
I'm not here for it. But yeah, man. So yeah, it was an interesting night. It was good. I had a good time. But not for the music, just like
The people watching.
people
I hear
watching.
it.
And that was me, man. That was me. And that's all my stories to tell you, mate. Other than that, just usual work and what have you. But you went out to a concert or something.
Oh yeah, I saw Dijon the other day.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Yeah, it was good.
Where was it?
It was good. It was at Brixton Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was really, really good. Like I was super impressed. There was like
You weren't going to tell me that you're going in advance or anything like that. You weren't going to be like, yo, it might be good for the pod. Come together, we go, blah, blah. None of that.
you're really gonna do that.
None of that. You told me, but
Thank you.
How much time did you give me? How much?
Not
When did you know that you were going? And then
A while ago.
and then the gap between then and then telling me how much time? How much time?
A while.
A while. So this whole time, but you tell me like on the day or something like that. Oh yeah, I'm going here. Come down. So what can I do with that?
It wasn't.
What
On
can I
it
do?
wasn't on the day. I think it was at least the day before.
The night before. Great. So I read it the morning of the day because you were messaging me at like ridiculous times. So I only found out on the day. What can I do, bro? What can I do? You're not helping me out here. Hey. If you don't want me to go, just don't invite me at all. Just don't even. I'll just see you posted on social media. Oh yeah, DJ, and I'm like, oh, cool. You went over there. Obviously, you went with some other people. That's fine. But yeah. Anyways, how was it? Was it good? Yeah. Is he a good performer live and that?
Yeah, he was really good.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna entertain it. You said your piece, and this is gonna keep happening.
Yeah, it's gonna keep happening unless some of us treat others differently. So yeah. but it's good.
In my defense,
Yeah.
someone else bought the tickets.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, fine. But it was good. He's good live.
really, really good live. How would I describe? Yeah, there was like 7 or 8 of them on stage. He had like a guest guy as well who I think he might live here.
Okay.
And he was like playing like the fiddle. Like, played a couple different things at different points in the show. So he definitely added to it as well. Yeah, man, they were super tight. It was great. I thought it was great to watch how it all sort of came together. And it's impressively like the studio recordings, like even like there's so much detail that goes into the production of all of the different sounds and like any effects that they sort of put through it, or like even like, this is getting a bit nerdy and stuff, but like certain like gates that they put on some of the sounds and stuff, like obviously with so many instruments, it's natural for there to be like spill or
a lot of overlap
clash and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, because the way that they've sort of mixed it and set everything up, like none of that happens. Even like the drum sounds, everything's so clean and so precise. And the rate at which everything comes in and out, like it just sounds really great. I think is like, I hadn't listened to all his catalog and stuff before going, but I obviously know his musical ability. And I was like, this is a show that would be really, really good to go to. And do you know what? One thing that stood out to me, that was so sick was that I feel like so much of today is like captured on phones, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, barely anyone had their phones out during the show, which I was like so pleasant.
He had everyone just like
encapsulated.
Man. Yeah.
Like there was so much joy and gusto when he ended the stage. Everyone was like gassed to see him. And then like I recorded a little bit to put on like our socials and stuff, and just like, you know, nice to like just like 20-second snippet of the show, like remember it type thing. But yeah, like there wasn't that sort of audience, and I feel like it was a slightly older audience, like as in like they weren't like crazy teenagers and stuff there, to be fair. But yeah, that was nice to see people just super engaged with the music. So yeah, it was very cool. Big up 2 sold out dates at Brixton, fair play.
Oh, I thought you did a one-off, to be fair. Okay, fair. Yeah, the Dijon's there. I similar to you, like I know his like bait songs, and I just know of his a lot of his production credits, and just know he's like the guy at the moment, especially.
And he was mad humble with it as well. Like he doesn't say much at all, but like is really like, because he just like super chuffed by the crowd and their response, and like he's just he's been very cute, man. He sort of like clasps his hand together and does like that a lot to the crowd.
Where is he from? Do you know?
I actually don't know many details about him.
Yeah, same. I don't know enough, but okay. All right, cool. Well, ending on music there. Let's get to the recent rotations of that. You know, let's get to our music and that. Well, not our music, but you know what I mean. Let's go.
All right, that brings us on to recent rotations. You'll be pleased to know I have 3 this week, so full suite, all accounted for.
Yeah, I'm backing you to have 3 now. I expect you to have 3. It's not like I'm not gonna congratulate you for doing the minimum.
Okay, good. Well, I was gonna add another, to be fair.
Oh, really?
I was like that.
Yeah, you're pushing it. Yeah. So you're gonna are we doing back to back? You started doing all 3? What were we saying?
Let's alternate. I'll start. My first recent rotation this week is Bella and Destin Conrad.
Okay.
Yeah, they just put out a new tune together. It's called Typical. Nice little UK-US link up there, which I was appreciative of. Both obviously doing their thing. Instantly catchy hook, so I was here for that. And yeah, just good musicality throughout, really. There's a nice little bass line in there, which I was particularly enjoying. And then something else, which I feel like is rare at the minute, is there's a like maybe say 30-second or so just pure musical outro, which I personally like. And you know, I feel like there's value in having those parts of the song. So that's my first one.
Okay. You're going starting strong. Getting a bit nervous in that. Okay.
yeah, whatever.
Okay, so my first recent rotation is Joyce Rice. No.
You're lucky. Go on, continue.
Joyce Rice, Break Me In is my first recent rotation. So a new single that's come out this year. It's very like 2000s R&B vibes. It's very like, I think it's almost like an ode to like Amiri. Why Don't We Fall in Love? On Joyce Rice's social media, like she's done. It's not the music video because I don't think that's out yet, but there's like a snippet of her walking down the street in the same way that it's like in the original video as well. And yeah, it's just good. It's a good tune. Like I like the drum breaks in it and stuff. I think that's what kind of made that Amiri tune so good. And it's like feels very much like a summer tune, kind of R&B. Like let's get back into it. Like let's get vibes. Obviously, we're talking about like Louise lot in the previous episode, which is also kind of reminiscent of those kind of nostalgic R&B vibes, and this is kind of more of that, isn't it? So I'm about it. And in terms of Joyce Rice, I've been following her for a minute. Since like she had an album in 2021 called Overgrown, where she like collaborated with like Kate Trinada, like Freddie Gibbs, Westside Gunn. I think she was on Jordan Ward's last album, Forward, and the bonus as well in Sidekick. So yeah, she's really good. So I'm hoping this is kind of a single of like an album that's coming out this year potentially. I haven't really looked into it that much.
I think it is.
It is
from what I've seen. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year. So I asked my first one. What we said?
Yeah.
Why did you give me that?
Because
reaction?
this was going to be on mine as well. That's
really
it nearly happened for the first time.
I'm getting nervous now. I'm getting nervous.
So I'm glad. I'm glad that I resisted the temptation to include that because you have dutifully done it.
Okay.
But do you know a fun fact about that one?
No, come on then.
Well, listen, I don't know how fun it is, but it surprised me. This was her first like solo or main artist piece of music in 4 years. Which feels mad, isn't
that
it?
doesn't sound right. But I'm gonna have to take your word for it. That sounds crazy. 4 years.
But she's like featured on different stuff for a while. And then when did you say Overgrown was?
2021. So yeah.
Stacks up.
Yeah.
But I was shocked by that because I thought she just hadn't been about for maybe 18 months.
Yeah, and I feel I've been still listening to her music
This is what I'm
throughout.
saying.
But I guess it's been her featuring a lot of things, and maybe this year's kind of been the pig build up for this. She's just been putting everything in the right place. And
I was shocked.
Yeah, she's one of them artists that I feel, if the right things come into place, she will like pop off because she's got everything in it.
Yeah,
She does little like choreography in the music videos and dancing. Obviously, vocally, she's really good, and all her music's like consistently good. But it can fit. Like I feel it can blow into like a mainstream almost as well.
Same.
So maybe this is the year to do it. So.
And I did see like a lot of love for this single when it dropped as well. Like I felt like the presence of it, which is always like there's a lot of goodwill for her. So hopefully she just has the ammunition to be able to back it up, and I feel like she'll be at the races, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go. All right, come on then. What's your number 2?
All right, my number 2 is Gems Creepin'. Gems is spelled JEMS !
Okay.
And yeah, this Creepin' is taken from their 2024 album, Gems in the Corner Store 2. They are a US duo, Elu and J-Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
No, is it LUJ? How do you say that? But that,
I don't know if I've done it right. Said it right.
No, I follow him though. So
okay, right.
So
yeah.
I didn't realize.
JAY.
Yeah. So I follow him, but I didn't realize he had like a duo thing.
Yeah. So obviously they're both like artists in their own right.
Yeah.
And then J-Rob is an artist like / producer sort of type thing. But yeah, that project is very good. So would recommend. Inspired by that old school R&B and old school hip hop, and that really comes through in the sound that they are putting out. And one thing that I saw is that they cite like the UK sound as like quite a significant influence in their own music.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was quite interesting because I feel like
that's
something rare that I hear from US artists.
Yeah, it's like usually it's the other way around. So look at us, man. Shout out.
So yeah, this Creepin' tune, like it caught my attention from the jump. It's got like that sort of smooth 90s sort of groove and feel to it, which I don't know, there's something about it that instantly kind of makes you feel at home with it because it's probably like familiar. But yeah, this is definitely like a stepped on project, I would say. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Gems Creepin'.
Gems Creepin'. Let's go. Okay. I'm here for it, man. We're going a bit like R&B, a bit smooth than that. My second isn't that, to be fair.
So my third is going left as well, so it's cool.
So my second recent rotation is Turtle, song called Back to It. So Turtle spelled TRTL. Yeah. Oh, you know this, do you?
Bro, that was going to be on mine as well. What is going on?
This is getting dangerous now.
Yeah,
dangerous. I think it's because I've been chilling with you and we've been talking about music. So now I've been listening to like a lot of music that maybe that you would listen to, because this probably wouldn't I probably wouldn't really usually listen to this. So Turtle, Back to It. She is like a UK rapper and stuff. I'm not sure where she's from, to be fair. This is kind of the first I'm hearing of her. This is all new to me, to be fair. So, but she's a part of a collective called It's Left Field, which has Names Bliss, D Original and like a couple others, but they're the two that I know, to be fair. And yeah, she had like I was looking through her socials when I had this. I was like, oh, okay, who's this? What's going on? I was like, UK rap. She's like going off in it and stuff. And I was looking through her socials. There's not like a huge amount there at the moment. I think she's kind of cleared a lot of stuff out for the year. Because like one of her early clips is that like her talking about what she wants in the new year in 2026 and stuff.
Got it.
And she says she wants to kind of grow this year and like release music like consistently. And this song obviously came out the start of 2026 in January, and it's like it's only like 1:30, and obviously it's because it's called like back to it. It's like let's go.
Like statement of intent.
Yeah, it feels like she's stamping down, like putting a flag in the ground, saying like this is how we're gonna start. This is how we're gonna continue. It's like a short snappy tune. But I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. So yeah, again, this is the first song I'm hearing of her, to be fair. But yeah, I'm about it. What are we saying?
Nice. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
In fairness, I only come across her very recently as well. I feel like I was aware of that the name just because it's like a unique name, sort of like somewhere in the back of my brain. But then I come across this song recently. I was like, oh, fairs.
Yeah.
I like what's going start to follow the journey and see what happens.
Again, hopefully that means this year is gonna be a big one for her, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. She's in terms of the collective, she's like with a bunch of artists that are kind of growing as well and consistently put out good music. Let's see what happens.
I like the name as well. It's something like turtle, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, something about that I like.
So that's my number 2. What's your number 3 then?
Nice. All right, my third recent rotation for today is Nori, I Ain't Fly, in brackets, G6.
Okay.
So, this is a fun one. This is a fun one and something that I feel like, I saw it on social media and I was like, fairs. Like, so it's clever grime production, essentially, and it samples both like a G6, like Far East movement, and rhythm and gash, like the classic grime instrumental.
So how is the artist spelled?
Nori, Nori.
Okay.
And so it matches together those two like flipping greedy bait samples. And produced this. So shout out Corey on production who produced it because it's an energetic, fun beat. So he's rapping over it, innit? Just to clarify, like it's like grind vibes. And it feels like it has a nostalgic feel to it, both because of the sample choices and that sort of familiarity and like throwback, but also like some of the lyrical content as well. Like there's references to Game Boy, Zelda, like Air Max 110s and stuff. And then the way he's promoted it sort of is in line with that as well. Like the visuals include like an old school BlackBerry. He wears like the dappy hat. You know, the sort of one that Dappy popularized with the ear flaps and like that. Yeah. So he sort of wears that as well. So it's very much like a nod to that time. And he's just having fun over the beat. And it's attention grabbing. And I think it just like puts him on the map for someone who can like have fun, attack a beat. Again, similar to Turtle, it's quite a short track, but man, it's fun, and I feel like brings some good energy.
Okay.
Man.
I think as long as you're adding some value into it, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's good to push these samples, keep the music and the thread going on, innit?
That's true.
Yeah. Cool. I've still got one, haven't I?
You do.
I'm finishing off. You know what I like to do, the third one, mate.
We're throwing it back.
We're going back.
Go on, what year is it?
So we're going 1986. I keep pulling out 1986. Those mid 80s is me, apparently.
Gosh, solid -9.
So 1986. We're going to an artist that I've mentioned in this podcast before. Michael.
Favorite of yours?
No, not favorite. Oh, he's up there, but not favorite. Michael McDonald. The song is Sweet Freedom in 1986. Why have I chosen this? Because
I'm an old soul.
Because I'm an old soul, but I've been getting into like like yacht rock and like blue-eyed soul, they call it, and stuff, with all the like the 1980s mandem. Like I've been getting into that recently. And like Michael McDonald was one of the guys like spearheading that kind of sound. And yeah, so Sweet Freedom is actually a single from a soundtrack of a 1980s movie called Running Scared, which is like a buddy cop film that has like Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines and stuff. It's a good film, to be fair. Like if you're into like buddy cop action stuff, like in the 1980s, I'm going off here. I'm not talking about music anymore.
I can't lie, it's a foreign language to me. For any of the viewers listening, I'm thinking these are some uncles.
Let me talk about the time. Take you back into the 1980s, yeah? Basically, there was a time like buddy cop films was like a thing, like in the 80s. Like I think it was like 48 Hours, you know, like Beverly Hills Cop and stuff with Eddie Murphy and stuff.
I ain't watched that.
Lethal Weapon.
I ain't watched that.
Was it Tango and Cash, Sylvester Stallone? Any of those? Last Boy Scout, Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. That's 91, I think. But so, anyways, in Hollywood, like they were running buddy cop films at that time. So this is one of them, and I think this Running Scared is probably one of the it's underappreciated, I would say, of its time. But yeah, give it a watch and you'll see. Anyways, the writer of the song wrote the soundtrack to the movie, and it's Rod Temperton, who is a legendary songwriter. He was employed by Quincy Jones to work with MJ for Off the Wall album, Thriller, and I think he was on Bad as well, but I didn't think his songs that he wrote made the album.
Okay.
So this guy wrote Thriller.
Serious.
He wrote the song Thriller. All right.
Cool.
All right. He was also like a member of the band Heatwave. If any man knows about Heatwave and the funk groups and them things there. Anyways, so I just wanted to say, shout out to Rod Temperton, Michael McDonald. Well, unfortunately, he's passed away.
Okay, right.
But he was the guy. He was the guy. The trinity of Quincy Jones, MJ, Temperton. When they came together, they made hits, bro. So yeah, I found out that he wrote the song, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It's a big tune as well. So that's what we're saying. Michael McDonald's Sweet Freedom and that. Give it a go.
Nice, solid.
All right, let's get into the spotlight, man. All right, it's that time, bro. Artist spotlight. We're gonna go through the artist's journey a bit, talk about if they've got latest releases, what they're up to, and all of that, and maybe have a little bit of conversation in that. So
maybe.
Who have we got this week?
So this week we are putting the spotlight on Dave.
Ooh, we're going big UK then.
We're taking it there, man. We're taking it.
Oh my God.
We flirted with it for a while.
Yeah. I've been getting a bit of feedback like, when are you gonna do like a bit more UK rap mainstream and that? I'm like, no, don't worry, it's coming.
It's coming. Have patience.
So where are we gonna begin? What are we saying?
So it's obviously been a while since the third album released. We took a minute to discuss the vinyl a couple weeks back, sort of special Stone Island edition. So it was like honorable mention to that. I personally feel like a lot of people were quick to speak on it. As in, like, I was seeing a man doing reviews day of, and I was like, I mean, fair. And I know there was excitement. Man felt like they were starved of UK rap for a minute. But for me, I was like, I think we need to digest it, live with it for a bit before really getting into the conversation. But obviously, it's been out for a couple months now, so it's only right that we discuss the boy who played the harp.
Yeah, you've been itching to have Dave as a spotlight. We'll try to time it at the right time, haven't we? But I know we've always had it on the cards to be doing this. But as you said, I think you can't have like too many knee-jerk reactions when it came out and stuff. So we've sat with it, we've listened to it a few times and then now we can have that conversation.
Yeah, because it is Dave, innit? Like I feel like, you know, people do take it with a bit of something extra. So I was like, makes sense to like really give it some time and not jump to it. But it's obviously something I'm passionate about. So I wanted to discuss. So South London's Dave is, I would say, one of the UK's most, the UK's proudest musical like talents and exports, not only for being like such a celebrated wordsmith and gifted musician come producer, but I feel like, you know, without even wanting to, he represents so much more, like culturally as well, socio-politically as well, but also on a like human and relatable level. Yet I feel like he doesn't like bend under the weight of that he sort of like stepped into or gets sidetracked by the distractions. And so I feel like the music does the talking, and he is someone who I believe the term like artist applies to in its full sense of the word. So gonna get into album 3, but beforehand wanted to set the scene, lay some foundations, and get into the context of it. So I thought it makes sense to summarize as briefly as we can the journey to now, which spans the last decade.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, hasn't it? Like I remember again, I keep saying I'm not into that UK rap, blah 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 stuff. But I think I was quite late onto Dave, to be fair. I think so much so, I think Drake plugged me onto Dave like back in the day when they had a tune together. I can't even remember what
that's not late, to be fair.
That's not late. No. Because I remember he was young then, but
very young.
But I think like the London, like the scene knew of Dave already, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is one of the guys, okay. And to be honest, I didn't really rate him that highly at that point. I didn't really know much about him.
Sure.
It was only until like his first album where I was like, oh, Rob, this guy's an artist, bro. This guy is like coming with bars as well. So that's just a little bit of my story. Before you tell me his biography, I just wanted to let you know, like a lot of it I probably missed. But yeah.
No, that makes sense. I feel like what you've expressed like is very like natural based on the timeline that we're about to get into, in as much as like that before the album, like it was largely, he had an EP, yes, but it was largely sort of like a singles game. The Drake co-sign actually came early, which I think like does, it probably puts a bit of pressure on, but also is like obviously very exciting.
Yeah.
And yeah, that album was definitely like super cohesive.
Yeah.
And like as a young teenager, like you're figuring a lot of stuff out, but the raw talent was like evidently there. So yeah, let's get into it. So 2015, he arrives on the scene from a musical perspective, doing a black box freestyle.
Okay.
And yeah, this is his like first musical like appearance, and he's like flipping hungry. The backdrop of that is that like his brother, he's got two older brothers, and they both within a reasonably short space of time got prison sentences. And there's the family background, comes from Nigeria. Dad at a certain point like got deported due to visa issues and stuff. So there's like loads of sort of like challenge and tension in like the household. And then that's exacerbated by his brothers going away. Yeah. And so it's him and his mum, essentially. And I guess byproduct of that, or the result of that, is like you've got a young man who's now got loads of emotions in it, pent up. And so music is his expression for that. And so, yeah, the first year you just see him doing freestyles in it. And I feel like you feel but the hunger, the talent, and also like the pain, but the authenticity through that, and the like wordsmith that is in him come out in that. And so starts 2015, and then throughout 2016, he does SBTV warm-up session with Jamal.
Okay.
He does a Street Stars freestyle, Pac-Man TV freestyle, a Black Box Cypher piece as well. He does Fire in the Booth with Charlie Sloth. He does 2 freestyles on BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Okay.
One with Semtex and one with Toddler T. The former being one where the bars from Thiago Silva like had their like inception,
right? Okay,
which is quite cool. So yeah, into like that sort of stuff doesn't necessarily touch Spotify in it. That sort of lives on YouTube and travels through socials and word of mouth type thing, probably more than socials, I would say. And so there's loads and loads of like heat bubbling around that time. Like, right, who's this kid? Yeah, especially because like if you're in school or college, like he looks like you in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, he's not like, I don't know, it's not like someone who's a slightly older and they feel like they've achieved it. It's like, this is our peers who's doing something. And then first single comes out, it's called Jekyll and Hyde. And then amazingly, shortly after that, Thiago Silva with AJ Tracy comes out. So that's early in the discography.
Oh, okay. I feel I remember when that came out though. So, or is that it just gained a lot of popularity again?
Yeah.
Further down the line.
Yeah. So
yeah, okay. I didn't realize that came out so early.
Yeah, so he and AJ have been tight, like from way back. And
do you know where that's from? Because they're not from the same size or anything, are they? So
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's like just
being around the circuit
of like radio freestyles and same sort of people. They're both hungry. They're both. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously Grove and Brixton and then Streatham for Dave. So yeah, kind of like opposite next to the wood.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we come on to he has the Six Paths EP in 2016 as well. On that is Wanna Know, the track that was initially a standalone track with him, and then obviously got the attention of none other than Drake, who went back and forth with Dave. They put it out, but Drake premiered it on like his OVO Sound radio, which was obviously, I feel like, a lot more influential at these times in terms of like discovering new stuff, and then obviously got released. So that's within his first year of putting music out onto like as official releases, he's been discovered and co-signed by the biggest rapper on the planet, which is insane. Anyway, fast forward the next year, 2017, he has a singles run, and at the start of the year, he joined Drake on stage for 2 of his London O2 shows to perform in a remix. So it's like suddenly you're like in the biggest venue, which is insane. But yeah, goes on a singles run, does Samantha with J Hus, Revenge. He won Best Newcomer at the Mobos, put out 100 M's Tequila, and then put out Question Time and the Game Over EP, which included No Words with Mostak.
Yes, okay.
And then Question Time, he starts like almost a play on PMQs. And yeah, starts touching more on like some of the more socio-political stuff, and like starts to really say some stuff in his music, and people are like, yo, starting to take notice. Like, you know, you've got the collaborations with people, you got the vibey production, you're winning awards, but you're also saying something and standing for something a bit more. Fast forward again next year, we've got Hangman, and then mad moment, he has Funky Friday with Fredo, which like debuts at #1 in the UK.
Oh, damn, I completely forgot about that tune. Yeah, that was big, bro.
Crazy video and something a bit different. And yeah, starts to really be like that, like crazy levels of chart breakthrough for black music in the UK. In 2018 as well, he became the youngest ever winner of an Ivor Novello Award for Question Time.
Okay.
Which is a big deal, as the Ivors is like widely regarded as like one of the most prestigious awards for like songwriting and composition. So not something probably many rappers are typically like famed for. So very, very big moment there. And then Psychodrama 2019 debut album, singles that people will be aware of include like Streatham Black, Location with Burna Boy, Disaster with J Hus, that won a Brit and a Mercury. So I know we're like rattling through, but
I mean that was probably the point where for someone who wasn't really checking for Dave, when I heard that album, I was like, okay, this guy's like a full artist. Like the album is like cohesive, but he's still got like big like chart toppers and like dance music and stuff in there. But there is that commentary that's throughout. So that's when I was like, okay, this is, and that's not that a lot of artists don't do that in the UK, but to do it at that level when you've got that many eyes on you is quite rare at the time, especially. So
yeah,
and
I think so.
Especially because he was so young. I was like, oh, bro, this guy's crazy.
He's beyond his years.
Yeah. So that was when I was like, okay, because I think I was just checking for. I was just hearing things that I hear in the club,
of course,
stuff,
yeah.
So it would just be all of his collaborations and features and stuff, which are all good. But I would just be like, okay, so he just makes party tunes and stuff. But naturally, when I heard the album, I was like, okay, there's a lot more to this guy than meets the eye. But cool.
Fast forward 2020, he's at the Brits performing. He performs Black, one of the singles.
Is that the one with the piano? And that was cold. That was cold.
So like big cultural moment, not just for like the black music scene, but like obviously you've got the TV viewing audience. It's like prime time, and he's saying something in it. So everyone's like, oh, yo, like it has like BBC News articles about it. So again, to recap that one, he played the piano, and so you're also right seeing, oh, like a young black rapper who's also got musical talent. Like for one, like that, it's an optic is sick. Also incredibly brave and courageous. So yeah, massive moment, and like key one for 2020. Next year, he puts out a 2-track, Titanium and Mercury.
Okay.
Which people were waiting for new music and he ain't released since and then he puts the 2-track and it's like teasing people, and then a few months after, then he puts out the sophomore album. We're all learning this together. Singles include Clash with Stormzy, Verdansk, and then collaborations with Wizkid, Snow Allegra, and James Blake.
Again, very good album. Very, very good album. I think, yeah, I just check for him for any like big singles that pop up, and then I wait for the album basically, because again, just the cohesion and there's messages in there, and like I'm not a guy who's like mad listening to lyrics, but like I think his like diction, like the way it actually sounds when he talks, is very easy to follow, which is really good. So you take it in like very easily, and yeah. So again, very very good album, and it's got it's got party tunes in there as well.
Yeah, nice balance.
Yeah, good balance. I'm here for it.
And so that's 2021. 2022, Starlight. He puts out this song that for many people felt like a bit of a sort of like, I mean, throwaway is the wrong word. It's got a great sample of like Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
He's wearing like some of the latest Cortez, and then his boys have got like the Psycho merch on, which is his own stuff. So it's like very much like a fashion nod as well. But another mad cultural moment. This goes straight to #1, which is mad because like the sonic of it is not like a clash or a location with Burna Boy. It's like almost like whimsical throwaway rapping. But people were just like, at this point, he's the it guy.
Yeah.
He's back at the Brits performing again. This time he does In the Fire. Last time he does Black on the piano. This time he brings out the electric guitar and just starts shredding on stage with like pyrotechnics and everything. And there's like, I think 4 feature artists on that record, and he brings all the Mandem out. So another big moment, and also, but bringing the scene with him as well. So it's not just like, look at me.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's got like, bringing people, like, it brings Meeks out. Meeks is ballied up and stuff. And so it's like, oh,
yeah,
they're actually doing this thing. And you're not having a man say, you need to be like a certain way to be on this stage. And he's just saying, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, bring the streets with me.
Yeah, take it or leave it. He does his debut arena tour, multiple O2 dates. And then, the age of 24, Dave becomes the youngest solo headliner of Reading and Leeds Festival.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was the youngest. Like, 24, it's crazy, isn't it?
So like, even people, at this point, you're probably used to seeing him and everything. He's like renowned, but then there's stuff like that you're like, oh, damn, like, this is very, very serious stuff that he's achieving.
He kicked off so early, so it's like
so early,
it's
bro.
mad. It's mad that he's like still like young and stuff. Like he's
super young.
He hasn't reached the full peak Dave yet. You know?
Trust me. Final form is a way off, bro.
This is what I'm saying. It's crazy.
And then, as if we needed to sort of like get any bigger, he puts out a Split Decision with Central C, a 4-track EP, which of course sees the global hit that was Sprinter on there as well. Like, I think it's the first rap record to hit 1 billion streams.
Wow.
Obviously, you know, essentially it's got a global footprint, and that helps Dave expand as well. So yeah, just a crazy moment, and that kind of like tides him over, innit? Whilst he's working on this 3rd album, which is what we come on to now. The Boy Who Played the Harp, #1 album, saw Dave as the first UK rapper ever to debut 3 consecutive #1 albums.
Wow.
Which is
longevity already. Weird to say longevity for someone who's like, was he like 27 or something? Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Insane.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
And there's a whole lot of other stuff in there as well, like that we could talk about, like alignments and modeling and this sort of stuff that he's doing on the side. But that kind of paints a quick picture of like the journey to now, and then I guess also why there was so much expectation and narrative around this album straight away. So getting into it, 10 tracks, 48 minutes. For context, first album was 11 tracks and 51 minutes. Second album was 12 and an hour.
Oh, so condensing it.
Yeah.
So all golden is what we're saying.
Exactly. Okay, so to me, this feels like the most deliberate. And then, 3 of those 10 tracks are over 5 minutes in length as well, which you know is not unfamiliar territory to him. But I did want to mention this as a quick aside, which I just think is an interesting thing and speaks to his integrity, I would say, as an artist. So since like the global prevalence of TikTok, as we all know, around COVID times really, the average length of hit songs dipped to a record low of 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay, wow.
At like the height of people's brain rot inside. Now, even that was long compared to a few of the hits that we've seen in the last 5 years. So take, for example, Central C Doja, 1 minute 37.
I mean, that's 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute 30 seconds.
That's a voice note. That's insane.
Crazy, isn't it? Like, unless it's like a quick freestyle or something. I guess that's what that is, really, isn't it? But it's very short to be like a hit. Like,
Just that replay value, bro. I'm saying again.
It's actually mad. It's mad.
Pink Pantheress, Pain, a second longer, 1 minute 38.
Okay, I know how long my next song's gonna be when I'm when I'm up in the studio, just half everything.
That's the thing. 30 seconds is what counts as a stream, innit? So like some man are playing that game. Others just like, hey, this is what it is. The flip side of that, fast forward a bit, some of the biggest songs of 2025 saw a bit of a return to some longer track lengths.
Okay.
3 that I'll shout out as an example, over 4 minutes, all of them. Lola Young, Messy, obviously an inescapable song of last year. 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Chapel Roan, Pink Pony Club, 4 minutes 18. And Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga, Die With A Smile, 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, I guess they've all got moments in those songs that are like clippable and like are used in social media. But I guess as long as you have that, and then the song can still be a full song, and you can still have a full like journey throughout the music and stuff, which I think is good, because like there are some songs that are longer that that chart well and that are on like TikTok and Insta, and then you only hear like the 15 seconds or whatever on social media. But then when you go into it, it's nice to hear like there's a different part that you haven't heard on the song. You're like, 100. Oh damn, like this goes in, like if there's a cheeky bridge that you've never heard of, you're like, oh damn, this has got depth.
We have
like,
artistry.
This is crazy. So okay, fair.
So for me, all of that sort of like little aside to say that when you're saying something in your music, people do take the time to listen. Yeah. And someone like Dave, who says a lot, everything serves the art and the message, and he's not going to be like, oh, man, I'm only consuming 3 minutes of songs, so I have to like either have more songs or condense them. So I like the fact that he has longer songs, and sometimes it doesn't feel that long because you're engrossed in some of the storytelling. Yeah. So we're moving on to the credits. As I was saying, it feels like a very deliberate album, and that also applies to the cast list of the collaborators that he's chosen. Each feature feels very intentional and again serves the purpose of the given song. So there are 5: James Blake, Jim Legacy, Thames, Kano, and Nicole Black. Then behind the scenes in terms of production and stuff, it's largely Dave again. But also Kyle Evans, long-term like collaborator with him, Joe Caleb and John Leslie, all on production, songwriting and engineering. And then one fun fact that you may or may not know. Okay. If you do, I'll be impressed. So the last track on the album, the title track, is produced by Fraser T. Smith, who's worked with Dave a lot at Storms and a lot of people, and sees writing credits from John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Oh, no, I didn't. That is a fun fact. Due to a sample of the Beatles and I Love Her. So that's a nice little fun fact there. And it's like, it's actually on the vinyl as well, in terms of like the writing credits. I hadn't necessarily paid attention to. So damn. So we set the scene. Now let's get into it. The album title, I feel like we have to address, because that is kind of the backdrop of the message that he's given. So The Boy Who Played the Harp is a reference to the Bible, specifically 1 Samuel and chapter 16. Yeah. If we analyze each track, there is a lot of weight and like weighty subject matter that he speaks about. So it's not like I've got this big name and then I'm just talking about red-hair and it's all vibes. It kind of makes sense. So if we go through very quickly, history, track 1, he's talking about purpose and legacy. The key line is, this is history in the making. Track 2, 175 months. It's kind of, he's talking about prayer, faith, vulnerability, speaking about the faith in his family and self-reflecting. Track 3, No Weapons, is like faith and determination and perseverance. Track 4 with Kano, chapter 16. Obviously, a further allusion to chapter 16 of the book of 1 Samuel. Talks about legacy, identity, and stepping into purpose, and effectively operates as Kano passing the baton or the torch to David. Number 5, Rain Dance with Thames, just love and connection, and nice romantic tune there. 6, Selfish, he's talking about his mental health, self-esteem, relationships, doubt. Track 7, My 27th Birthday, talks about like compromising and contradictions, but it's also like a bit of a self-audit, but quite isolated as well. I know that's that's my favorite track from the album still. It's like,
him like questioning a lot of like the way he feels about things, which like it kind of just like it's quite a long song, but it kind of just like lays it all out kind of thing of like there's so many different things that are going on in my life and that I'm not quite sure about. Like, is it right to feel this way when I'm doing this kind of thing? Which I just found like it's really cool. It's like the song itself, the sample, I'm like hit like the way it's produced. It's like just a sample that's like kind of looped, like, and so it just leaves space for him to just to go off. And again, that means that you naturally just listen to whatever he's saying, like a lot more closely. So it's still my favorite song for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably got one of the most distinct like instrumentals of the album. Last three, Marvelous. It talks about environmental pressures, street politics, potential regret. Fairchild, obviously a very deep one, talks about harassment, abuse, safety, misogyny, and again draws a biblical parallel with David's own daughter. And then track 10, the title track, talks about integrity, purpose, and a sense of duty. So in summary, an extremely introspective album sharing a mature a mature array of like deeply personal reflections. He kind of takes stock of where he is at his point in life, where he's got to, and also holds himself account, despite admitting like his own hypocrisies and struggles, as you say, like questioning certain stuff, and almost like gives himself a bit of a pep talk to kind of grow into and become the man of faith that his mum and grandma like raised him to be, and to like have purpose in life, and be like the best version of himself, with a byproduct being that he can benefit society and as someone in the public eye with a voice, essentially, despite no one ever sort of saying I'm going to be a rapper because I want to I want to go for PM, or do you know what I mean? And I feel like the Sonic reflects this. Like we discussed earlier, we don't really have those party tunes or some of the more drill beats and stuff.
I feel like I compare not in terms of the sound of the song, the music and stuff, but I do compare Dave to like J. Cole quite a bit, because J. Cole goes on like like every now and then he'll feature on people's songs and stuff, and he like dips into like a party tune or whatever, like I don't know, like London with Young Thug or whatever, or he'll do just like an old school like hip hop tune that he'll jump on, but then he saves his project to be like, well, most of the time there's no features on it at all, where it's just him, and it will be just one kind of big message, like for your eyes only, like something like that, which it feels like Dave has done even more so in this album compared to his other. Like his other two albums, he's had it's still been like social commentary and kind of him laying out how he feels about things, but he's always made sure there's at least like three like big tunes that kind of he knows are going to kind of chart well or be played in the club or whatever. Whereas this one, it feels like every song is kind of there for a reason. And even the Rain Dance, it's Rain Dance, right, with Thames, even that song, you could say, well, that's the kind of that's the chart song. You've gone for Thames to kind of chart and have a song for the like women and stuff like that. But I think the album sequencing, it needs that there, because that's after 16 with Kano, and up to that point they've been like barring off, and that song in itself is like, I think is slept on a bit. Well, I don't know if it's slept on, but I think when I saw how people were initially approaching it, and they were kind of all just talking about how the flow, like how they're like flowing and stuff like that, I feel if you like actually listen to the song, it goes kind of up and then it goes down in terms of like mood and stuff. Especially with Kano's verse, it's kind of first, as you said, it's like talking about like passing the baton kind of thing, but then he kind of talks about like that it's not all going to be kind of success and stuff like that, and the kind of challenges that you need to kind of get across and stuff. And then it kind of goes to almost kind of like contemporary, playful, like tit for tat between the two. But like it's not just like one level. There's a lot that kind of goes on in that song, and I think because of that you need a break, and that's when Rain Dance comes in, and it's like, okay, like let's just breathe, let's like love and like have some time. And then it kind of goes back into, I can't remember what the song is straight after that, but it goes
selfish.
Yeah, it's selfish, and then it's like 27th birthday and stuff like that. So it goes straight back into rapping. So I think you need
100%.
like that. You can see the album sequencing has been like well thought of, because the way the album flows, there's like short breaks when you need to, and there's like differencing of messaging in the right places as well.
Talking about the sonic, we hear lots of piano melodies and that sort of almost atmospheric music, which I think is the backdrop and creates space for them for the lyric of the depth of the lyrics to really like cut through. But although with that being said, I feel like one of my favorite sonic parts of the album is the beat switch, like in verse 2 of Marvelous. I don't know if you can sort of identify that straight away, but it gets like quite aggressive and he attacks the lyrics and the flow switches as well, which I feel like accurately represents in this instance the impact of like Josiah's spiraling choices. But for me, I'm like, I kind of want more of this, innit? Like, I remember playing this in the gym, and I'm like going back to this part again, because the way that it switches, I'm like, I could like turn it up again a level now. And yeah, just coming back to some of his intentionalities, I feel like there are some track parallels that we can draw between like previous albums and this one. So we've got like Rain Dance and then Law of Attraction. So you've got like the Thames record, and then you've got the Snow Allegra features, like both like light-hearted love records, female features that come like midway through the album to like alleviate. You've got Selfish and Both Sides of a Smile, both James Blake influences and offering like different perspectives on stuff. You've got, this is an obvious one, but My 27th Birthday and then My 19th Birthday, and then he's got like 4 of them. And as you rightly said, like they're both like milestone reflective check-ins almost with himself. And then you've also got Fairchild and then Leslie from Psychodrama, which is Dave continuing to shine a light on I guess sadly the abusive impact that men can have on females. So I think for me it's like, yes, there's a bit of a continuation, but 6 years after Psychodrama, we kind of heard that therapy session, I guess, essentially. And album 3 feels like it's more mature and self-aware, to the point where Dave knows his position, like his vices, but his purpose as well. So yeah, I've said a lot of things, but a lot of positive things as well. I feel like we have to try our best to give like an objective measure. And so if I were to give a critique, I would say, and I'll welcome your thoughts, so have a think. I would say that I feel like the production could be a bit more dynamic and notable. I feel like a lot of, don't get me wrong, I definitely love it, but I feel like where Dave is so musical and has such an incredible like ability production wise, like obviously he produces under the name of Santana and has credits on like Fredo Records, Stormzy Records, etc. And he sets the bar so high, I feel like we as a fan base are like wanting him to flex a bit and expecting like something a bit more. And I get that this is not necessarily the album for that, but I think me personally, I'm like, I want to see the full spectrum of it. I want you to push boundaries. And so I would love to have heard a bit more like dynamism within the beats, albeit of course they're super, super well like executed overall.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I think you said it yourself. This isn't the album for that, bro.
I know.
This isn't the album for that.
It's a shame.
Not every day I have to show you everything that I've got in the bag to slap it out to get me. Like I hear like when we were talking about like albums that intentionally have singles and stuff like that, that me saying that is not me saying those type of albums aren't good, but you can tell this album is just it's one thing. It's just one.
It's like magnum opus standalone.
This is it. Just stand alone and just listen to the whole thing, and that's it. It's not trying to have like all these like things going on at once, and it's just trying to have one story, and that's it. I think if you're, because I'm not like a super, super heavy Dave fan, maybe that's why I'm okay with it and I'm fine. But like people that like know his whole catalog and stuff and know what he can do, like yourself, are like, oh yeah, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. But I'm just listening to it as an album. And I think for me, I think it's up there as like one of the better like UK rap albums.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I don't want to get excited.
Full time.
But that's how I feel. But I don't know that much in it. But that's how, when I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is like elevating.
Yeah.
Like, this is different.
Then I guess like he comes from album 2, he starts with, he tops and tails with half of the album title, and he starts with a track called We're All Alone, and then it goes straight into The Dance, which is like bars, banger, the beat is crazy, and it just gets you hyped for the album. So even if like then you come, maybe you're not into the messaging of it, but you feel like, and so there's almost like, oh, where was this sort of like heavy hitting bar tune? But like, nah, like again, it's not to take away. It's more just like would be nice to have.
I hear it.
Because I don't know when, like, this has been a 4-year gap. We're like, we don't know when he's dropping next, innit? So don't starve us of your talent, innit?
Yeah.
But I'm sure it will come in some way.
Fair enough. Yeah. And I liked, this is a bit not random, but when he released and he did all the billboards of the artists and stuff like that, that was super clean and stuff. That's, the whole rollout was very intentional. And you can see, that when he showed like the billboard of just like who's in it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be an artsy album. Like you knew from then, like this is gonna be very intentional. There's gonna be like a message behind the whole thing.
Out of interest, my 27th birthday is your favorite. What is it about that makes it stand out to you? Is it the production? And
it's both. That's why it's production and lyrics for me. Because the productions is in like perfectly placed, like with no like drums or anything, just like vocals and stuff that just gives him the space to just go off. And it just, your ear just goes straight to his vocals, straight off the bat, so you can kind of hear everything. And it's like, I like the way that it's almost like not structured, which kind of shows like where his mind's at, because he just questions so many different things, and it goes from one thing to another. It goes from like talking about like how he is with his girl to talking about like living like in Qatar or Dubai, and the troubles that are behind that. And then just like talks about how he doesn't know how he should feel about maybe like Central C success and like globally compared to him and stuff like that. Not in like him criticizing that, but just saying like, obviously it's different and I don't know what's going on. And it's like, and he keeps just going on to different subjects. And I think it's like a perfect representation of how like anyone's mind works, but like how his mind works in his situation. That's it. So like, it's just like he talks about loads of different things. And he's not trying to be too clever in terms of like metaphors and stuff in the song, so it's like almost kind of hard hitting because it's so concise and stuff. So I just like it, man. I was just like, he's talking a lot of stuff, man. I hear it. So that's definitely my favorite. Have you got standout tracks now? You said Marvelous, right?
I'd probably say similar to you, my 27th birthday, and then the title track. To be honest, I do really like the title track, and I know this is done with intentionality, but I love the way that it's sort of like, it just is a very deliberate bookend to it and closes it out in a very, tangible sort of way that summarizes it.
Okay. All right. Say no more. All right. Should we wrap up that Dave talk? Is there anything else that you need to... Any other tidbits or anything?
I could keep going on, but I feel like we've been going for a minute, so should probably call it there and let people digest it. And we'll see everyone back for episode 10. Is
that what we're on? Is it?
Well, this is 9.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. Let's call it there then. It's been good. Final of the week. Obviously, I came in. Recent rotations, bag of tunes, and then Dave. Just listen to the album, bro. Listen to the album if you haven't, and let's see if it does well in the Brits and that.
Let's see. Best episode yet, potentially.
Well, we'll see about that. All right,
cool. Until next time.
Peace.